Hey folks, Sean here, and in this episode, I want to talk to you more about where you can get answers to your burning questions, whatever they may be, as it pertains to the performance of your B2B SaaS product and ultimately your business. The reason why I want to talk about this one is because in recent episodes, I've been alluding to the fact that I've been diving deeper into the more recent performance for my automated podcasting B2B SaaS. And I've found some things that I would like to invest a little bit more time in because I want to see what I can't do about getting unstuck wherever that may be the case at the moment and get the project moving closer to where I want to be growth wise. Now, I was talking a lot about your payment gateway billing dashboard. I use Stripe. I highly recommend Stripe. It makes pretty much everything easy. It's got all the features you could possibly ever want. In there, it's tracking and helping me track the things that are important, like MRR, that growth, my net, churn, and then customers on either side. Like who's recently signed up, who's paid the most, who has churned, what did they pay, when did they churn, all that kind of stuff. And I'm comparing results month over month as well too, so that I can see what does growth look like. So for me, May was solid, great growth. June, not so much. So I took a closer look at that and I have questions. Long story short, right? Your mileage may vary in terms of whatever it is you're focusing on in terms of the answers that you're looking for. What I want to share with you is what I'm doing about it and what I recommend you do about it. Now, more than likely, if you have any questions related to the performance or anything that maybe you want to change or take a closer look at with regard to your product and ultimately your business, most of those answers are going to lie with your customers, your users and your customers. And you're going to need to get that information from them. You can use various opportunities or strategies to get it, but ultimately, that's usually your best source. So, how do we do that? Well, to put it rather simply, and I was going back and forth in terms of how I was going to do. I was working on like a CSAT, customer satisfaction, or an NPS survey. Ultimately, what I wound up doing is I dropped all of that. So I'm over engineering a solution here, talking about a handful of people on either side, as in people that have been paying consistently, using it consistently, and people that have churned. I want to know why on either end, because I think that's going to be influential. On the who's paying consistently side, I may find out updates to positioning, or I could maybe be able to update my ideal customer profile. All kinds of interesting information I can gather from that side of the equation. On the other side is the folks who have churned. And there I want to learn more about, why did you want to cancel your subscription? How did we not meet your expectations? Like what was the motivating factor there? So what did I do about it? I grabbed the emails for the users that fell into either category and I sent them an email from me directly. So I'm like, hey, I'm the founder of this tool. I just want to thank you for using it. I'd love to spend a couple of minutes with you to learn a little bit more about what your experience has been like. And then on the churn side, I added a little bit more context around, I'd love to find out a little bit more about why we didn't meet your expectations and ultimately why you decided to cancel your account. I'd love to learn a little bit more about if there's anything that we could do to potentially win your business back in the future. Whatever it is, right? And I'm just experimenting at the moment, but this is what you have available to yourself as well also. Whenever possible, I highly recommend having a one-on-one conversation with users because that gives you the ability to pick up a lot of extra context that a survey realistically may not provide. And if you haven't had these conversations with your users yet, then you can't really create a great survey because you don't know what the right questions are to ask. So highly recommend one-on-one conversations first. It's a little bit more time invested, but it's going to provide significantly more results and it's going to influence better strategies that you can leverage at a level that enables you to scale this process more effectively and more efficiently further down the road.